Hi everyone, good morning. Welcome to another episode, Morning Star. Thanks, Adele. Thanks for saying I'm looking pretty. So we are in episode 89 this week. So we're going to talk about letting go of all your limitations. Would you guys like to go beyond all of your limitations? So how many of you think you're limited in some way? Everything that brought up and let down will be now destroyed and created. Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shorts, boys, poets, and beyonds. So how many of you think you're limited in some way? Anyone? Where are your limitations? Where do you feel limited?
Can I say something, Nithya?
Yes.
In finances. My son's wedding this month. So lots of finances. Then I'm feeling somewhere very limited. बहुत खर्चा हो गया या हो रहा है.
So everything that brought up and let down for you and all the Shikun plans, next plans, holding that in place, will you destroy them?
Yes. Yes.
Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shorts, boys, poets, and beyonds. So if you even think you're limited, that itself is a limitation. That itself is judgment. So we don't look at ourselves as limitations. Can greatness be limited in any way?
No.
That doesn't mean everything just falls into place for you. You handle things, you maneuver life, you go where life takes you. But the start is not to call yourself a limitation, not to say that I'm limited, I'm not able to do this, because that self-judgment itself will create limitations for you. So everything that brought up and let down for you will you now destroy and create. Right, wrong, with that, pot, pock, all nine shots, boys and beyonds. So what can I be to handle this situation with ease? What can I be to not look at myself as something limited, but as someone who can overcome whatever life gives me if I choose to. And I can overcome it with ease. The universe to give you an adventure of how to sort this. So everything that brought up and let down for you will now destroy and uncreate it. Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shots, boys, poets, and beyonds. Someone saying I'm feeling dependent because of the dependency. I don't know how to drive or ride. I have to depend on my family members. What if you can be grateful that they're available to you? And what if you can say, I would love to move around with ease and you get more people to help drop you? What if you're creating that? What if you're creating that support? And what if you can learn to drive? What's the big deal? So everything that brought up and let down and all the Shiku implants and explants holding that in place. All nine shots, boys, povads, and beyonds. So everywhere I've decided that I'm limited. I now revoke, recant, renounce, reclaim, resign, destroy, and uncreate it. Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shots, boys, povads, and beyonds. So will we stop calling ourselves limitations? Will you stop asking yourself, where am I limited? What am I doing wrong? So every day, every time you ask yourself that, please get into interesting point of view. I have this point of view. Interesting point of view. I have this point of view. So what do I love about holding on to my limitations? What do I love about telling myself that I continuously be limited? Everything that is, will you now destroy and uncreate it? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shots, boys, povads, and beyonds. So what I want, where I would like to get you with this call is to stop ever calling yourself limited, to stop judging yourself to be limited. You are all greatness. You're all here with so much raw power. We've not probably used it to the best of our ability. And maybe you focused it on judgment. But now is the time to change. And how can you change that? Whenever it's not kind to yourself to call yourself a limitation. Yes, there are things that go wrong, and we do figure out that I can change this point of view. I can, I can change this point of view. I can do something different. There's a lot of things we can do that. But can you do that without judging yourself to be a limitation? Without saying I'm not good enough? Without telling yourself that? Without beating yourself up? So everything that does not allow you to know, be, perceive, and receive that, will you now destroy and uncreate it? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shots, boys, povads, and beyonds. So any questions, guys, so far? We're also live on Instagram and also on Facebook. Let me see how the Facebook. Yeah. Hi, everyone. So how does it get better than that? So what can you be or do different to go beyond all limitations and everything that does not allow you to know, be, perceive, and receive that, will you now destroy that, create it? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shots, boys, povads, and beyonds. So what invention do I use to keep looking at myself as a limited being? Everything that is will you now destroy and uncreate it. Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shots, boys, povads, and beyonds. So the only limitation that we have is judgment and limiting and judging yourself to be limited. If you do not think yourself of anything limited, starting now, doesn't matter whatever you did in the past, whatever has happened till the morning, starting now, if you know that you're infinite and you're not limited, and you get to do whatever you like. You get to do whatever you like in life. Would you choose that? So everything that does not allow you to know, be, perceive, and receive that, will you now destroy and create? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shots, boys, and beyonds. So what invention am I using to hold on to limitations by judging myself to be a limited being? Everything that is, will you now destroy and uncreate it? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shots, boys, povads, and beyonds. Here's where we start changing our language. Every time you talk to yourself, it's not kind to say that I'm limited. This is something I can't do. I'm too dependent, so I cannot live without dependencies. So the way you talk to yourself is very, very important. The self-talk that you do, is it empowering? Is every word you tell yourself empowering or disempowering? So everything that brought up and let down for you, will you now destroy and uncreate it? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shots, boys, povads, and beyonds. So you have to check whether are you talking to yourself in empowering ways or in disempowering ways? And every time you judge yourself by saying, I'm dependent, I'm too dependent, I am limited, I'm not good enough. How many of you do this? That will become true because you're always right. So what invention am I using to keep on judging myself? Everything that is, I now destroy and uncreate it. Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shots, boys, povads, and beyonds. So would you guys like to stop calling yourself limitations? Yes, how many of you will do that? Starting now? Awesome, very good. So I am greatness. How can I express this greatness? How much more can I create today with this greatness? So everything that does not allow you to know, be, perceive, and receive that, will you now destroy and uncreate it? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shots, boys, povads, and beyonds. What if you are greatness? You are greatness. It's not even what if, you are greatness. And greatness has the ability to choose even limited things. And what if what you're doing is just choosing something limited? And the first place to start is not even thinking that you're limited. Start to acknowledge that I am greatness. Doesn't matter whatever I've done till today, I am greatness. I would like to change this. And what is the easiest way in which I can change it? If we are so infinite, is there anything in life that you cannot change? No. We do not change something only if we believe we can't change it or if you truly do not want to change it. So everything that brought up and let down for you, will you now destroy it and create it? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shots, boys, povads, and beyonds. So everywhere I'm limiting myself by holding on to dependencies, pains, realities, pathways of others, and disease. Will you now destroy and uncreate it? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shots, boys, povads, and beyonds. Everywhere I'm defending that I'm not a limitation and avoiding my greatness. When you keep on defending to yourself that, if you say, no, I'm not limited, I'm really good, and you keep on focusing on defending who you are, you actually avoid your greatness. Or the other way is you keep defending that I'm not good enough, I am limited. And you have so many reasons to tell yourself that you're limited, right? So many reasons. I failed at this, I did that, I should have done this better. So you have so many reasons to defend that you're limited. And in that defending, you simultaneously avoid your greatness. You simultaneously avoid anything good that is coming your way. So is that how you would like to function? No? So you don't have to defend yourself to you. You don't have to look at your past. So you don't have to look at your past and, get into where you are and what you're doing. So what invention am I using to defend and avoid that I'm a limitation and avoid my greatness? Everything that is, will you now destroy and uncreate it? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shots, boys, povads, and beyonds. What invention are you using and choosing to defend that you're a limitation while avoiding your greatness. Everything that is, will you now destroy and uncreate it? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shorts, boys, povads, and beyonds. Okay, so would you guys stop limiting yourselves? Yes, and everywhere you've decided that you keep limiting yourself in one way or the other, will you now revoke, recant, renounce, denounce, reclaim, resign, destroy, and uncreate it? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shorts, boys, povads, and beyonds. Any questions from anyone? Can you guys hear me? I hope you guys can hear me.
Yes, Nithya, very well.
Yes, Nithya.
So all the judgments, inventions, agendas, inventions, and lies that I'm holding on to choose limitations when I can choose greatness. Will you now destroy and uncreate it all? Right, wrong, good, bad, pod, poc, all nine shorts, boys, povads, and beyonds. So the clearing statement has changed from yesterday. We're adding a new word called povads. Right, wrong, good, bad, pod, poc, all nine shorts, boys, povads, and beyonds. And povads is points of views that you are avoiding and defending. So from today, this is, or from yesterday, this is the clearing statement. So you guys can start implementing the new statement. The energy is much more, is different for sure. And I guess it's much more, it's going to clear things faster. So how does it get better than that?
And Nithya, can you say that word again? It is BOYEDS. Moeds.
POVAD.
BOVAD.
Yeah, ADS. POVADS.
Okay, thank you.
So points of view that you are avoiding and defending simultaneously. So what limitation am I holding on to that I've decided that I cannot let go? Everything that is, will you now destroy and uncreate it? Right, wrong, good, bad, pod, poc, all nine shorts, boys, povads, and beyonds. So if something is not changing for you, we have to change our thinking. So if I start thinking that this is not changing for me, that is enough to hold on to it. Do you realize how it is? So when I say I'm not changing this is not changed for a long time, that is your limitation. That will make sure it doesn't change again. So let us learn to ask questions for everything. Let me live as a question. When you live as a question, there is no conclusion from you. There is no telling yourself anything like I'm limited or I can't change this, I've not been changing this. And we always get into how do I change this with ease? How can I handle this with ease? Limiting oneself by saving face or maintaining an image. See, maintaining an image is not required because I was telling, yes, we started the foundation class from yesterday and I was telling everyone. So you need a lot of energy to not be yourself. You have to be so absent to maintain an image. You have to put a lot of energy into being something that you're not. So you're not present then, and you can't actually enjoy life in that moment. You can't be the greatness that you are when you're not present. So what if you don't have to maintain an image or save face? What if you're here to just be yourself? And being yourself is the most attractive energy that you can be. People will be more attracted to you when you're being yourself rather than when you're maintaining some image, which is hard for you. If it's hard work, Access says all of life comes to me with ease, joy, and glory. So if it's too hard, you don't have to do it. Choose something that's easier. So what if the people around you are those who actually like who you are and not the people who like your image? So what if you are opening yourself to that kind of possibility? So everywhere you've decided that you have to maintain an image that is not yours, will you now destroy and uncreate it? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, poc, all nine shorts, boys, povads, and beyonds. So do what makes sense to you. What makes you happy? So if you like to be a different person at different times, maintain images at different places, if it's fun for you, then you can do it. Otherwise, it's not required because something that takes a lot of your energy is not going to create greatness for you. Something that energizes you. So when you be yourself, it is so energizing. You feel better. Even if you've done a class, when you're being yourself, you don't feel drained. When you go and talk to 10 people and you're being yourself, you will feel better. So move towards things that make you feel more energetic. So everything that does not allow you to know, be, perceive, and receive that, will you now destroy and uncreate it all? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, poc, all nine shorts, boys, povads, and beyonds. So any other questions?
Nithya, I have a question here.
Yes.
So what happened is now I am being myself. When sometimes people tell me how I have to behave, it brings lot of charge. It brings lot of anger, and I don't go into the wrongness of it. So how to what question I ask so I'll be able to handle it better.
So it's good that you're, it doesn't impact you as much. But if you get charged, it means you're impacted little. So whenever you're triggered, always get into interesting point of view. They have this point of view. It is their point of view. It's nothing to do with you. So interesting point of view, they have this point of view. Interesting point of view, they have this point of view. And what invention am I using to make other people's points of view so significant in my life? Everything that is, will you now destroy and uproot? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all my boys, forwards, and beyond. So I'm going to mute
Nithya,
it.
I have a question.
Hi, Rukshana, how are you?
Hi, I'm fine. I have a question that, whenever I'm going to meet my friends from school, somehow that thought comes out that they're not going to receive me, or they're not going to say that we are going to come and meet you like whenever I come to my hometown. And I already have a thought in my mind that nobody is going to respond, and that's what is happening.
You're such a strong projector. You projected your future and you created it with that one thought. So everything that brought up and let down, you now destroy and uproot it. Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shots, boys, poets, and beyond. So all the projections and expectations and rejections and separations that I'm functioning from, will you now destroy and uproot it?
Yes.
Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shots, boys, poets, and beyond. You might want to sit for half an hour and pod and pock all your projections and expectations and then call them.
Okay.
Put them in a good space. So you're already deciding what's going to happen, how they're going to behave, and you will exactly create that because you're always right.
Okay.
Nithya,
Right.
can we erase the projection and expectation of other person? For example, if I talk about my own business, lot of projection and expectation other person have on my project, so I can do it on their behalf also.
No, what you can do is interesting point of view. They have this point of view, so it doesn't affect you. But if you are in a place of being so non-judgmental, you invite them to stop projecting and expecting. It is not guaranteed, but at times, and that's when you should be completely non-judgmental. You have no space for any projection, expectation, any judgment of what they are projecting. Then what happens is they cannot be in the space of judgment around you. So slowly they drop their barriers. Or you can do energy pulls. That's also one way to make people listen to you and connect with you.
Thank you so much, Nithya.
Please elaborate on the awareness versus projection. Projection is a judgment. Awareness versus projection. Awareness is some kind of information about what's going to happen or what's the best way. It's awareness is kind of the truth as what exactly is happening now and where you should head. Projection is a false reality. I've already projected this person will not talk to me, this person will not pick my call, this will not work, I cannot do this, I cannot do that. So projection is a judgment. It is kind of a false reality. It's something that we have created by thinking and putting so much energy into it, while awareness just comes at the moment. And awareness comes when you have no projections. So all the projections, expectations, separations, rejections that you're functioning from, will you now destroy and uncreate it all? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine charts, boys, poets, and beyonds. So all the projections, expectations, separations, and rejections that you're functioning from, will you now destroy and uncreate it? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine charts, boys, poets, and beyonds. So the idea is to get out of judgment and to live as the greatness that you are. Even if you don't do anything, if you be non-judgmental, what if that is the greatness you are meant to be? And it starts from not judging yourself. We have to first learn to stop judging ourselves. When you stop judging yourself and there's no space for any sort of judgment in your head, that's when your awareness starts working even more. And would you like to function from awareness? It's much easier to function from awareness. Life is more fun And probably you're going to be more right than wrong. Even though there is nothing right or wrong, you're going to probably get things easier and better when you function from awareness over judgment. So everything that brought up and let down for you, will you now destroy and uncreate it? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all 9 shots, boys, poets, and beyonds. So what do you love about holding on to judgment and functioning from judgment? Everything that is, will you now destroy and uncreate it? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all 9 shots, boys, poets, and beyonds. So what do you love about functioning from judgment and holding on to judgment? Everything that is, will you now destroy and uncreate it? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all 9 shots, boys, poets, and beyonds. So even if we go and say, I'm bored, that's a judgment. And that will make you feel even bored. How many of you tell yourself, I'm bored, I am feeling drained, I'm less energetic? It's a good idea to stop telling things like this to yourself. Because every time I make a statement after I am, it becomes true. And that energy will hold on to you. Whether it's boredom, whether it is feeling drained, what if you can say, how do I get out of this? How do I change this? So all the limitations that I'm choosing to hold on to, and all the Shiko implants and explants, holding them in place, will you now destroy and uncreate them all? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all 9 shots, boys, poets, and beyonds. So what invention am I using to hold on to judgments and function from judgments? Everything that is, will you now revoke, recant, renounce, denounce, reclaim, resign, destroy, and uncreate it? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all 9 shots, boys, poets, and beyonds. So everywhere I am defending all my limitations and holding on to them while simultaneously avoiding my greatness. Will you now destroy and uncreate it all? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all 9 shots, boys, poets, and beyonds. So would you guys like to stop judging yourselves starting now? If there's one thing you can do for yourself, acknowledge the greatness that you are. Acknowledge how powerful you are. What would you like to change? And now the beauty of change is constant. Everything is changing. Time always changes. There's nothing that doesn't change. So you also, if you're smart, you will learn to change with times. But change, what if change is fun? What if change is wonderful? I wonder how I can change this habit. I wonder how I can let go of what is happening in my life. Instead of, I have to change this. I cannot change this. If I don't change this, everything will go wrong. So what is the language with which you're inviting change into your life? Is it with limitation? Is it with desperation that somehow I have to change this? Or is it with happiness, saying that I would like to now have new experiences. I would like to experience change. And I wonder how much more I can transform and change. So everything that brought up and let down for you, will you now destroy and uncreate it? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all 9 shots, boys, poets, and beyonds. So everywhere I've decided that I'm limited in this lifetime and across lifetimes, will you now revoke, recant, renounce, denounce, reclaim, resign, destroy, and uncreate it once and for all eternity, times a godzillion? Right and wrong, good and bad, pot and pock, all 9 shots, boys, poets, and beyonds. So let us get this word out of our vocabulary. We will never call ourselves limited, limitations, constricted, contracted. So everywhere I still refer to myself as limited, constricted, contracted, not good enough, finite. And all the Shiko implants and explants holding them in place, will you now destroy and uncreate it? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all 9 shots, boys, poets, and beyonds. How does it get better than this? Okay, any more questions? Today we're going to wrap up at 9:50, a little earlier. I'm doing a foundation class, so I'll start that, setting up that up. Any questions from anyone?
Nithya, how do I differentiate judgment and awareness?
So Pooja, awareness will always feel light. It's about the feeling or the perception. Awareness, even if it's a negative awareness, like this person is lying, it comes as information and goes, and it's very light. It will not have any charge with it. Because only when you have no charge, awareness can be there. Judgment will always be heavy, even if it is like this person is nice, even if it's a positive judgment, there'll be some other energy underneath. And you have to learn to perceive what is light and what is heavy.
All right. Yeah.
So,
Thanks.
you're welcome. So what would it be like for me to be able to perceive what is light and what is heavy with ease, and everything that does not allow you to know, be, perceive, and receive that? Will you now just try and uncreate it?
Yes.
Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shorts, boys, povads, and beyonds. What can I be or do different to let go of all my limitations and all of my judgments with ease, and everything that does not allow you to know, be, perceive, and receive that? Will you now just try and uncreate it? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shorts, boys, povads, and beyonds. If there's something that is reoccurring, we're not looking at it with the right awareness. So what awareness am I missing to change this once and for all? And when the awareness comes, I don't judge the awareness. The problem is when you get the awareness of, this is what it is. I don't judge the awareness. I have to be in allowance for it to change. If I hold on to that, I'm not willing to change that, and I make the awareness into judgment, then it becomes a problem too. So what awareness am I refusing to get to change this once and for all? Everything that is, will you now just try and uncreate it? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shorts, boys, povads, and beyonds. What awareness am I refusing to get to change this once and for all? Everything that is, will you now just try and uncreate it? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shorts, boys, povads, and beyonds. What can I be to handle this and change this with ease? And everything that does not allow me to know, be, perceive, and receive that, will you now destroy and uncreate it? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shorts, boys, povads, and beyonds. All the projections, expectations, separations, and rejections that I'm choosing and still holding on to, will you now destroy and uncreate it? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shorts, boys, povads, and beyonds. What invention am I using to judge myself to be limited? Everything that is, will you now destroy and uncreate it all? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shorts, boys, povads, and beyonds. So how will you call yourself from today? Are you greatness or not?
Limitless.
Limitless. You are greatness, you are limitless, you're infinite. So start acknowledging that and allow things to change. When I am so infinite, how can I change this? So everything that does not allow you to know, be, perceive, and receive that, will you now destroy and uncreate it? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shorts, boys, and beyonds. Boys, povads, and beyonds. So all the expectations that never happened in my life that I'm still holding on to, and all the expectations that will never happen that I'm still holding on to, will you now destroy and uncreate it all? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shorts, boys, povads, and beyonds. All the expectations that never happened in my life in the past that I'm still holding on to, and all the expectations that are never going to happen that I still choose to hold on to and limit myself. Will you now revoke, recant, renounce, reclaim, resign, destroy, and uncreate it all? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shorts, boys, povads, and beyonds. What invention am I using to completely defend whatever happened in my past, to completely avoid my future? Everything that is, will you now destroy and uncreate it? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shorts, boys, povads, and beyonds. How many of you are still stuck in the past? When you're stuck in the past, you do not create a future. Where does your future go? Only when you're present, you create a future. Otherwise, you are creating crap. So all the expectations of the past that I'm still holding on to limit myself, will you now revoke, recant, renounce, denounce, reclaim, resign, destroy, and uncreate it? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shorts, boys, povads, and beyonds. All the expectations of the past that never happened, and all the expectations that will never happen that I'm still holding on to limit myself, will you now revoke, recant, renounce, denounce, reclaim, resign, destroy, and uncreate it? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shorts, boys, povads, and beyonds.
Nithya,
Yes.
I have a question here. So again, I don't go in the past when dealing with people and when they have said something which is not light for you. And, again, on a daily basis, dealing with those people, we have to, keep in mind what they most of the time think. So here, for example, I'll tell you, like if we both have a relationship and something has not happened, which is light for me, and whenever I'm dealing with you, I always go in the past. So like in this scenario, like how can I let go my past? It again and again comes and it limits myself. This is what is the clearing.
You have to use the tools then and there. So what can I be to let go of the past? You don't have to assume that I've let go of the past. When it shows up, it means we've not let it go. And when it shows up, use the tools. Clear it whenever it shows up. So what can I be to let go of this? What can I be to change this? What is this? What can I do with it? Can I change it? If so, how I can change it? Any of the tools you can use here. So what can I be to change this? And acknowledge that it's come up. If you're present that something is coming up, that's a good thing. You can change it. So don't judge yourself when it shows up and say, okay, I've caught that this is coming again. What can I be to change this once and for all? And everything that does not allow you to know, be, perceive, and receive that will you now destroy and create it. Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shots, boys, covads, and beyonds. Okay.
Thank you,
Hi,
Nithya.
Nithya, what questions can we ask to let go of the resistance to change, resistance to make choices?
So resistance. Everywhere I'm aligning and agreeing or resisting and reacting. And all the Shiko implants and explants holding that in place, I now destroy and uncreate it. Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shots, boys, poets, and beyonds. So everywhere I'm defending the resistance while avoiding the greatness, I now destroy and uncreate it. Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shots, boys, and beyonds. Or you can put all your barriers down. Resistance is usually barriers, and go ahead. So what can I be to go beyond my resistance? Everything that does not allow me to know, be, perceive, and receive that, and I'll destroy and uncreate. Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shots, boys, poets, and beyonds. So what do I love about resisting? Everything that is will now destroy and uncreate. Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shots, boys, poets, and beyonds.
Thank you.
Thank you. So what can I be or do different today to let go of all judgments and limitations and everything that does not allow me to know, be, perceive, and receive that? Will you now destroy and uncreate it? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shots, boys, poets, and beyonds. Okay, I think we're going to close a little earlier today, so I will take one last question and we will close today. And it's so amazing. Whenever I say we're going to close today, someone new will join. So how does it get better than that? So all the limitations that I've decided that I am, and all the limitations that I still hold on to, will you now destroy and uncreate it? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shots, boys, povads, and beyonds. So will you tell yourselves, guys, the only place I want to take you guys today is to stop calling yourself I'm a limitation. Stop looking at yourself as a limited being. Start looking at yourself as an infinite being and choose what you would like to change. And ask for change with ease. So that's where we would like to get to today. And you don't even have to look at anyone else as a limitation, because what if is in their greatness, they've created that limitation. So what if you can stop judging yourself and others, and limitation does not exist in your world anymore. So everything that does not allow you to know, be, perceive, and receive that, will you now destroy and uncreate? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shots, boys, povads, and beyonds. So what can I be or do different to go beyond limitations and projections of myself and others? Everything that does not allow you to know, be, perceive, and receive that, will you now destroy and uncreate it? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shots, boys, povads, and beyonds. Okay. Okay, cool. So we're going to do a short call. We're going to wrap up today. And thank you, everyone. I will see you guys next week if you show up. Have a great
Thank you, Nithya.
Thank you, Nithya. Thank you so much.
day. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Nithya.
Thank you.